Is there anything that you've always wanted to ask me?
Yes, there is something I want to ask you. How the fuck do you write so fast?
Here's the thing, okay? The way that I work, I try to get out there and I try to get 6 pages a day. And I work, when I'm working, I work every day, 3-4 hours, and I try to get those 6 pages and I try to get them fairly clean. So if the manuscript is, let's say, 360 pages long, that's basically 2 months' work. It's concentrated, but it's a fairly, but that's assuming that it goes well.
And you do hit 6 pages a day?
I usually do.
You don't ever have a day where you sit down there and it's like constipation and you write a sentence and you hate the sentence and
okay.
you check your email and you wonder if you had any talent after all, and maybe you should have been a plumber. Don't you have days like that?
No, I mean, there's real life. You know, I can be working away and something comes up. But mostly, I try to get the 6 pages in.
Yo, son of Odin, lightning when a hammer swings. Watch my ops crash the earth, razor burning wings. Bummy crook, snatch a purse, you're a waste of space. Swing a hook, crack his jaw, rearrange your face. 1,000-piece puzzle on a shattered glass. Upper echelon, I couldn't let these cowards pass. Let them stand, watch behind the gate. I state it till I'm blue in the face. What a pen is great, state it as I'm laughing in bliss. Bitty star press, gas man, she taking the stick and she braless. Couple cups to hold, ice cold, Guinness stout. Crack and break the mold, bowling on the winner's route. The sinners clout, they envy when they imitate. Shook up, could have been afraid. Ace, I'm the king of spades. Jack in both hands, tell them pick up 10. Used to snatch phones with my stick-up friends.
This is why people with low intelligence often rate themselves so highly. They don't understand how little they know.
I threw peers away, fuck it, we could smoke again. But they cop their own herbs, there'll be no pretend. Time heals, but it won't repair. They couldn't show up and I blow up, melt a slug, throw salt in here. Folding bitties, origami on a woven chair. Obliterate entire armies in the open air. My old gang's my new gang, we don't change the tide. I know they watch us on the web and harbor hate inside. Dark motives, see you later, see you soon. They decay, I improve, perch under the crescent moon. Night creature penning verses in a witching hour. Sick dreams of killing MCs and twisting dower. They said the trees are detrimental, I had to laugh. They said just plumb and get a trade, but I had to craft something like 1 billion bars, coded in binary. Told my sweetie reach for the stars while she was climbing me.
The Dunning-Kruger effect basically proves the old adage, ignorance is bliss. Let's say you're trying to learn how to draw. When you finish your first drawing, you'll probably think you're great at it. But once you practice and realize how much you don't know, you won't think you're very good anymore. What's your earliest memory? You might remember playing with your parents in the park or one of your first birthdays, but can you actually remember that far back? Neuroscientists recently discovered that your memory works a lot differently than most people think. When you think back to that early memory, your mind isn't jumping back in time, it's remembering the last time you remembered. In other words, your memory is like playing telephone. Every time you re-remember something, it changes a little bit more. Eventually, you won't be able to tell what actually happened and what you added along the way.
Pinpoint accuracy, everything blown out the water. Counter assault shit, billion bar man. Yeah. Razor get my rhyme on, my aura blew the pylons. Naked lights, eyes gone, higher levels climb on. Older guards fall off, new guards, squad and team. Get your face torn off, crooked making honest cream. Shotty spray sawn off, shower bars, rainfall. Stop and quit, sure not, convert that insane ball. 40 plus goals, the season of the Giants' reign. Swing and tuck foes, they're bleeding, it's a crying shame. I walk the lion's lane, sit and watch them lying lame. Connoisseurs, they cop my art for change, fine exchange. Pen a clause in every verse, they never caught the line. Do your chores and go to work, I do a core design. They're on a poor decline, I'm rising like the Hovis Mill. Laughing at these spitters moving bogus with their overkill. Sober still, drink fast, ladies call me gorgeous. Done his dance, quick march, thump him out of orbit. Turn his mic off, strike his hype off, finish, plot what eyes watch, liquor ice rugs, nickel nice gloves, every verse a clip, pretty dying spots, it's a verbal blitz. Turn his mic off, strike his hype off, finish, plot what eyes watch, liquor ice rugs, nickel nice gloves, every verse a clip, pretty dying spots, it's a verbal blitz.
They filling these flavors, packaging data. Wave around your head the 4 pound. Part of my frame shit, who's dangerous? Jacket caught fire when I shot through. Toxic Avenger. This is Casa Vendetta. Possibly hot with feta. It hurts to see me move like tight shoes. Get found face down in the deep pool. We all men. We do what we gotta do. I'm Gotti on a Castellano hit. Make sure you iron before you pull it. Gathering cartels, prick fingers for the oath. You cross this toast will spill on you. Kill Bill walls around you. From in my circumference. You on that bum shit, you's a douchebag. Grab plans, coordinate, setting volumes. I'm from the bayou. This powder was tackle, it's for the body. Constantly perpetuate standards. Watch the land move, cause we overrun it. Slick talking, throw the gun in, who won it? I'm 5 figures, deli better yet, blow with a short nose. It's the crossroads, I highly doubt that you move on it. Nigga, prove it, losers.
Turn his mic off, strike his hype off, finish, plot what eyes watch, liquor ice rugs, nickel nice gloves, every verse a clip, pretty dying spots, it's a verbal blitz. Turn his mic off, strike his hype off, finish, plot what eyes watch, liquor ice rugs, nickel nice gloves, every verse a clip, pretty dying spots, it's a verbal blitz. When you used to rub my back for hours, smoking and shit, reminisce, go through your archive, do that. Chapters flipping from my memoirs, a handbook page for the bitties, yeah, it's them bars, so like that haze. Take it back to when I caught you on a love lost trip. Reminisce, I struck a nerve, I made you want that fix. Iron springs broke, bedrock breaking the frame. Gave you king strokes, left the pump shaking and slain. That's the truth, now you're lying that the long sword's lame. Moving loose, now they label you a slag back shame. And that's the monkey on the shoulders every day of the week. You're up in country with some vixens in a mansion with thieves. That's detrimental to your growth, you only live for the day. In retrospect it was the smoke, we were told that grave, the canter pouring out yak. Had you all in the spirits, you'd be famous if I chose to say your name in these lyrics. You're one of many, that's a long line, the span goes wide. Left you drifting in the deep end like damn those tides. First or last, she never was to get the figure deal. Roughed you up and sexually random cause it gave you thrills. She was at my base on rounds until the bird song. Arse up, facing the pillow, that's what the first done. You had a couple pretty friends, I could've made a move. They felt the kid, they often told me I'm your safest dude. My uncle said don't bring your woman round your closest peers. Commands will act around the pussy after sips of beer. Become a crying shoulder, that's a slimy worm. You had to go and pass the pussy, that's a grimy turn. Used to bend you over tables, hold your rocking knees. Used to clutch you in the cradle, woman step and freeze. I ain't the one that gave you hooks that led to blackened eyes. I was solid from your prison, got you back in stride. I was knowledge, there was wisdom in the jewels I laid. Kinda shocking how you flipped, thought you had me played. You were creeping in the dark, popping out in horror. Cold seduction in the mask, moving void of honor. So corruption on the plate, but I sat the mill smiling as I wrote this down. Every fact revealed. First or last, she never was to get the figure deal. Roughed you up and sexually random cause it gave you thrills. She was at my base on rounds until the bird song. Arse up, facing the pillow, that's what the first done.
Yo, scandalous bitch, she licking her lips with her hands on her tits. Look at this floozy trying to seduce me. I'm fly, that's why she choose me. Getting banged out on her 2 feet. Bent over, foot on her shoulder, I get them angles in. Gassed up, telling her brethren how they can't handle him. Champion fuck, gold medal stroke, slapping your butt. More than several inches landing your gut. Knees buckle as you fall to the ground when you get to stepping. Draw the shield for the weapon, sexual exercise, I get my reps in. My workout regime is mean, you get pressed clean and get blessed with the best scream for the next scene. Wetter than wet dreams, don't try and rub me down with no neck cream. I'm out, give a fuck if you vex scene. I only respect queens.
I started carrying a knife because everyone was doing it at the time. I stabbed quite a lot of people, and if I was to sit and count, I wouldn't be able to count because there's so much years I was in that gang life, and people remind me to this day about people I've stabbed I don't even remember. You know, that's the God's honest truth.
Cycle goes round and round and round and round. Let's break the chain. They killed him where he walked and where he moved his grams. The children often talked, he made them stalking gangs. He moved above the law within a violent grace. He watched his figure soar, he had the finest taste. His women continental wore the flyest broads. A racer, car collector, hear the tires roar. A chaser and a cube, he loved the platinum Henny. By the bar, a dozen bottles of the Jack and Remy. Kept the semi in his leather of the safety catch. Fired hecklers out the German like a maniac. Intercepting it, the middleman that killed the move. Steal the bricks, build a wall, many points to prove. Running shoes, moving reckless at the speed of life. Money over bitches, he was selfish, never seeded wife. He was breathing whites, chefing up the rawest flake. Said he had to stack the meals and that was all it takes. Every choice is opportunity to break a lock. On a search to fill positions in a vacant spot. Some are set for demolition, some will go the stretch. Results in life are random once you place a bet. Every choice is opportunity to break a lock. On a search to fill positions in a vacant spot. Some are set for demolition, some will go the stretch. Results in life are random once we place a bet. He was balling on a daily, never gave a care. Hanging out in darker circles with some crazy bres. Type of killers quick to blaze ahead for 20 bags. Jump a brother, jab his stomach up with plenty stabs. Street assassins in the Mazzy getting paid for hits. And all the greed it had him blind, I guess it made him slip. Trust an element that couldn't live among the thieves. False intelligence resulted in his time to bleed. All the negligence, the stories he would tell to hoes. The ones that fucked his enemies for bags and clothes. Had the tables turn around and bite his back and arse. Said they catch him where he sleeps, double tap and blast. Set a plan for his demise in early winter dawns. Said they pack 100 rounds and even twisted torn. They killed him where he walked and where he moved his grams. The children often talked, he made them stalking gangs. The sun sparkle of the sea on the white cliffs. Real talk, Billy Bar man. It's a beautiful vision. Follow me. Yo, cold Guinness in my right hand, the left's in a crutch. I'm the sinner with the right plans, that's traits of a bust. I'm the winner illustrator, let me draw you a sketch. Premonitions that I visualized, I've been on this trek. Competition ain't a thing, I keep my foot on their necks. Demolition, drop your buildings, dead the lies in your text. Flashback to bars in mass books, I write off squares. Stress made my skin thick, I had to wipe those tears. Similar to saying adios to write off peers. Couple hoes that got their heart broke, that's handbook cheers. The Gen 9-0, last of the real rap kids. Lyrics wrapped around his dome, beats smashed his wig. Ayy, it's a renaissance, hear the sounds erupt. My resume is something special, this is just a cusp. Corrupted moments from my past, alive in resurrection. Hugging the blade amongst the graves, I won't deny to mention. Young disciples finding feet and going through the phases. Now I blow a dozen flavors going through my pages. I light a tree and take reflection on my space and time. I felt a breeze on Plymouth Cliffs, I watched the stars align. I rolled away from what was scripted but the path was laid. I plot and plan amongst the gifted, they get put to shame. I light a tree and take reflection on my space and time. I felt a breeze on Plymouth Cliffs, I watched the stars align. I rolled away from what was scripted but the path was laid. I plot and plan amongst the gifted, they get put to shame. Friends became foes, the same goals and vice versa. Switching up clothes, they weren't close, it died murder. Dispersed, evaporating in a cloud of smoke. I've taken L's along my path but still I laugh and joke. Up the levels I'm evolving, I could never chill. Relentless appetite, the rebel with the special skill. Kiss my fingers like the chef before I flip his missus. Mat game, shit getting nada, let's just be specific. Rap game, full of clowns, I avoid the scene. But keep an eye on all, of course, I could destroy his team. I used to fire balls and curl them with my lace and left. That's scoring goals from every angle, crush your tape cassette. She tried to tangle me in webbing, but I dodged the trap. With no regrets, is how I said it, sent her off to trash. I'd rather smoke, execute goals, eat with my day ones. These bars I wrote are frozen in time, praise when the day comes.
This is something I hear a lot. People who just bemoan that they don't have time for writing, which, relatable. I think we're all busier than ever, and it is definitely not easy to carve out time for writing, but if you're serious about writing, if you love writing, particularly if you want to make a career out of writing, you just have to get really good at finding the time. Curb your TV watching habit. Even if you watch one less hour of television a night, you can use that hour to write. It does mean turning down social invitations that you otherwise would love to accept because you need to use that time to get writing done. It's saying no to the Saturday afternoon event because then you're going to use that time to write.
Take a seat, please. Roll some. Relax. Take that call. Yeah. Hey, yo. Under starlight, she told me that I bar right. She captivated, alright. Mixed vodka with the R-white. Lemon lit, thick cloud swirling under the moon glow. Grab her hips, blow back kiss, seeing it through slow. 7 hours felt like eternity. In my last lab, told her she could join my fraternity. She a must-have. Stroke her like I'm painting a vision, colours on canvas. Masterpiece, marvellous methods, hold up the standard. Half asleep purring, I fill her engine with diesel. Razor drug she craving, I kept her spreaded on eagle. Birdies bail me, bicker and blab, swipe and divert. She told me never flex on her friends, said it might hurt. Well aware of K9 moves, buried 100. Sipping yak at 5 in the morning, sex in the sunset. I told her hold the memory close, return I might not. I plant this final kiss on your boat, she said it's my loss. Passing moments during changing seasons. No mistaking lust for love, truth for make-believing. Souls connect, we feel the charge until the sparkle dies. Then reminisce with double shots over a glass of ice. Passing moments during changing seasons. No mistaking lust for love, truth for make-believing. Souls connect, we feel the charge until the sparkle dies. Then reminisce with double shots over a glass of ice. 1,000 numbers, 2 decades, 20 microsims. Quit the talking, ring her silent, let the night begin. She read my mind before I read hers. I call her Jean, I'm Scott Summers. Splash her underneath, soaking scene. Lighting doobies up between the rounds. She called me baller, the tallest kid she ever seen within her town. Conversation coded, I'm the one she lost it. Might have told her she was special, but I never trusted. Might have told her grip your ankles, let me breach the back. Her ex emotional, we crying, trying to teeth her back. Got me laughing, man's a lotion, plus they lack the game. Take the CD as a token, get a ratchet laid. That's a learning curve, study, keep the notches high. They love the bits I slagged about, and I'm not surprised. No sloppy seconds on the menu, that's a greasy plate. I keep a couple fly bits, the G's relate.
it's normal. It's like, it's just one of the things that you wake up, you have your breakfast, you wake up and you stab someone, innit? It's just like, and it's mad because we don't actually think that we're actually damaging a life. We don't think we're going to kill you. We don't. Obviously now we do sometimes. It depends who you're going after. We used to sit down in the park and have conversations and say, oh, what's life going to be like if we make it to 16? You know, when we made it to 16, we never planned life past 18 because we thought we were going to die. So we thought we would actually sit there and be like, yeah, man, what's life going to be like when we're 18? If we make it to 18, are we still going to be doing this? What, like, because we had no hope.
Slumped, he left me with a burning chest. Puncture wounds are leaking free, I'm running short of breath. I hear my mother's voice, the phrases going round on loop. Watch your back and make decisions wise, it's win or lose. The blade became my friend, I never left the yard without it. Goons with dirty weapons, camouflage designer outfits. Coughing mercury, I'm choking, I can taste the blood. I took the bait, I should've waited, should've blazed with cuz. Now my chest is tight, I'm breathless and my vision's blurred. My life flashes random scenes, the Reaper told me pick a hearse. We were supposed to party for my born, it's coming up in days. We were next to make it large, it wasn't meant to end this way. Sins I couldn't take them back, karma caught me outright. Bodies that we caught and kept it hush, it's about time. Sirens wailing as I'm fading, siding off the black in cardiac arrest. I sleep, my peoples took me off the map. Damn.
We go from the cradle to grave, live fast, die young. It's the calm of the bed that we laid. Look what we've become.
Spatter patterns on the F's across my Fendi sweater. That pussy only crossed the line, we couldn't make it better. Sources said he never fled, he could've gingerbreaded. I couldn't sleep at night, the demon said I need him deaded. On my pedal bike, I'm circling, my face is covered. Could be at his bros, his cousin's house, or maybe mother's. Ring a beeping in my ear, click and take the call. Family's on the blocks, the prick took the bait, it's cool. Now I'm skipping cars and weaving through the park and path. Murder, that's the only choice. Done with all the heart to heart. Give a fuck about our growth or memories from back when. Wait a minute, see him there, bowling past the black Benz. Pedal hard, increase speed, skid up right in front of him. He panics, hold his pussy, jab him in the chest until I'm done with him. Feeling no remorse, I watch him slump and then I ride off. With bloody hands and death lust, I turn my brother's lights off.
And we go from the cradle to grave, live fast, die young. It's the calm of the bed that we've laid. Look what we've become. And we go from the cradle to grave, live fast, die young. It's the calm of the bed that we've laid. Look what we've become. And we go from the cradle to grave, live fast, die young. It's the calm of the bed that we've laid. Look what we've become. And we go from the cradle to grave, live fast, die young. It's the calm of the bed that we've laid. Look what we've become. And we go from the cradle to grave, live fast, die young. It's the calm of the bed that we've laid. Look what we've become. And we go.
Crime caught my closest in a Venus fly, abruptly as it pushed them to the end of lines. Descending in the ethers, never laid a seed. Remembrance a frame of what was not to be. The embers of the flame became an outed torch. We salvaging this wreckage, living case reports. And numbers go against, they say the odds are high, but still we're breaking out the mold, they couldn't stop the rise. What's your worth if you're a stat, doesn't count for shit? Drillers bursting off the strap, then they bounce and split. Now your brother kill your brother for a dozen stripes. During day or undercover, this ain't nothing nice. Holding squares, many players on the black and white. Bold and clear, this affair, not a placid vibe. Sit and analyze or agonize to figure math. Every head deserves to eat, it gets as well as that. Yeah, I did a little dirt for a bigger score. Couldn't settle for the norm, that was written law. Up the levels on the graph, it's a changing tide. Build the rebels on this path, it's a dangerous climb. Yeah, I did a little dirt for a bigger score. Couldn't settle for the norm, that was written law. Up the levels on the graph, it's a changing tide. Build the rebels on this path, it's a dangerous climb. Rest in power to the perished, it was set in stone. The moment that you leave is when you face alone. Decoded through scenarios and smaller signs. Many smiling through the pain, saying all is fine. Bigger risk, handsome reward. Every choice a chance, karma swirling round in the air. It was all advanced warfare out in the fields. Epidemic mass, those who never bow won't kneel. Heavy metal claps, those that walk the straight won't steal. That's a sure shot, those that said that drugs won't kill. Kept the morgue locked, every option given was slim. Many tunnel paths, going all out on the limb. Never done with after, no brain, kill for your kin. Goes without words, religious, then you pay for your sins. On these foul curves, I never preach, I paint the picture while it's taking course. Expressive messages and moments, sacred thoughts. Yeah, I did a little dirt for a bigger score. Couldn't settle for the norm, that was written law. Up the levels on the graph, it's a changing tide. Build the rebels on this path, it's a dangerous climb. Yeah, I did a little dirt for a bigger score. Couldn't settle for the norm, that was written law. Up the levels on the graph, it's a changing tide. Build the rebels on this path, it's a dangerous climb.
My idea about a good idea is one that sticks around and sticks around and sticks around. It's like, to me, it's like if you were to put breadcrumbs in a strainer and shake it, which is what the passage of time is for me. It's like shaking a strainer. All this stuff that's not very big and not very important just kind of dissolves and falls out. But the good stuff stays. You know, the big pieces stay. I want to write as well as I possibly can. I don't want to get diarrhea of the mouth. I want to keep the story rolling, but I want to do it as elegantly as I can.
Clap for Kingz, Razor, Rawz, Panther, yeah, Strength, yeah, hey yo, call it mastery. A dozen blades from the armory, the pharmacy. Audio dope, they couldn't spar with me. Alarmingly, they run for the doors, die for the exit. Keep balance when I blam it, this verbal murder symmetric. Mirror me, you kidding, I crack a head with a Dutch pot. Easy pickings, pigeons are pestering, giving up top. Ice pole slurping it, cold summers of villainy. Pen a cold verse, never swerve bangers, I kill a beat. Bill a beat, Marley inside. Another long blast, she whisper pure filth in my ear, then let her tongue dance. I had to call for cars, send a message out to Rawz. The premises were simple, the fire had to raise the floor. Resume laid, I churned out and laid some more. Laughing on my day ones, but dames that I gave the sword. Current moments that we're living now, toast the growth. It's soap they're rolling in, soaking cause they can't approach. Clever methods, maneuver till you clutch the bag. Spin a record, a memory to clutch and grab. Plenty techers, attackers coming off the wings. Deadly measures, these cowards need to clap for Kingz. Clever methods, maneuver till you clutch the bag. Spin a record, a memory to clutch and grab. Plenty techers, attackers coming off the wings. Deadly measures, these cowards need to clap for Kingz.
I got hard love when I was growing up. Show no love, love will get you killed. You get a bit of fame, then your head swells. Stay broke, stack notes. I'm out here to educate myself. In life you win or you lose. You take the negatives from the positive. It's not a threat, it's just a warning. Be careful of me, you lay with dogs, you get fleas. Don't put no trust in no Jezzy. I got inner strength and I got core power. Nobody's perfect, don't come around here being nervous. I'm out here to progress and achieve my goals. Fake friends never love me, they just wanna see me 6 feet deep. I'm a world boss like Carter, I pray towards the Qibla. You're an idol worshipper, I'm very competitive. I gotta think one step ahead, yeah, fuck the feds. Panther, yo.
Clever methods, maneuver till you clutch the bag. Spin a record, a memory to clutch and grab. Plenty techers, attackers coming off the wings. Deadly measures, these cowards need to clap for Kingz. Clever methods, maneuver till you clutch the bag. Spin a record, a memory to clutch and grab. Plenty techers, attackers coming off the wings. Deadly measures, these cowards need to clap for Kingz.
The game's mine, I just let you suckers play with it. Still got the wildest style, there's no taming it. Sound of the wolf, when I howl run for cover, boy, I'll use the mic like a cutter and cut yes. I'm still the sharpest tool in the bag, call me Stanley. Step on my toes, you wouldn't dare, you fucking Bambies. Serving white balls like a ping pong player. Vampire ships, kill them all like Buffy the Slayer. See, I was really in the field like Glastonbury. Tell you where I'm from, it's not a choice, it's mandatory. I still take your bitch, and I'm giving her the bone. Doggy style, then she can find her own way home. I showed you I'm a rebel, and my squad's full of rebels. We stay attached to that metal like bike pedals. Fuck the devil, I'ma ride with the most high. Light up, inhale, exhale on cloud line. You know me. Game time.
So you get up at the ass crack of dawn and you get in about an hour of writing before you start your day. Many writers find this is a very effective way to fit writing into their busy life schedule because they start the day with it and then can focus the rest of their energies on their regular schedule. Of course, there's a little sleep deprivation that goes with this, but no, the whole point is that you definitely are going to end up making sacrifices for writing.
Decisive, Max Rip. Decisive, that's mad shit. Decisive, Max Rip. Yo. The calm arson, spliff inside the petrol cap. My bar's blasting, I circled it and dished the slap. Sublime marksman, I'm locking on to hit the spot. My pen's flaming on a daily basis, it never stops. The sky's raining down, scorched with volcanic ash. Banging raging sound, planning what to do with cash. Hanging pagan clowns, did it since my tiny years. Issues take a Uber to the lab, you can find me here. Never was a scene guy, chefing up a tank though. With 30-something features, these suckers best to lay low. Saga off the 5-star, round it off in 19. Marga you with brute strength, chefing at the right speed. Whole batch of new gems, the emeralds are flawless. Been cutting off the loose ends, the elements are poorness. I never look for new friends, the talent magnetizes. Exclusive with the new trends, my movements are decisive. I'ma strike nail on the head, get the facts right. Kill a track and lay it to rest. Watch the axe glide, guillotine taking off heads. Caught in a basket, kill them all, the prophecy read. Draw for the casket, I'ma strike nail on the head. Get the facts right, kill a track and lay it to rest. Watch the axe glide, guillotine taking off heads. Caught in a basket, kill them all, the prophecy read. Draw for the casket.
Wild ass niggas is out and shooting fair ones. Niggas will hit you for your shit and shoot you with your own gun. Run off with your stash, hit the plug and grab a whole one. These niggas look like nerds but will kill you in a sex on. Dark shades on, neck and wrist full with agua. Rude boy, ragamuffin, killer stock and patois. Trap hot like fish grease, that's frying snapper. Round here you could get killed by a rapper. Cause hip hop and streets cross lines like a crucifix. Can't even lie, I'm in the middle of all kind of shit. You can find out for yourself, just come and ask about me. Might get a gun in your face, why you ask about me? Gun legendary like Jimi Hendrix guitar strings. I'm known like them Chinese hood spots selling chicken wings. Steady with the shot, this is Jordan shooting in the gym. Falconcrest live with the Batman thing.
Suicide, it's a suicide. Slip one in the chamber, let the blicky fly. It's us, back again, them topsy-turvy guys. Killing any sound who wanna test this villain. I'm Killer Man Gyro, nigga, I'm Lord Willing. My juggling sound, juggle 8 balls of David Radiguns. Dub for dub, they know that I'm a champion. The Dongar gun, they come the garçon during Ramadan. Sniff, sniff from daylight to PM dawn. Sniff adrift on memory bliss. You bunch of lays in the bag cause your life is chips. I'm clear as the crystal with the glass where the lipstick sticks. Pay $1 on the pussy off the Leo's list. Kid adulthood, Trevor got blood in the woods. Why did Sam had to grill him and kill him? What more can I say? I'm top billing.
Goodfellas is the name, nigga. Fuck around, get found wrapped of plastic in the river. My family and demanding me, killing them randomly. Eating flesh off the bone from bullets like cannibals annually. You get blood, rapping bodies at Rawz. You call the family, we're killing anybody you love. At the round table, make the plans to get cream. Me and my team smoking. Don't want the clothes soaking. Mafia soul, presentable, tenable vote. Lounge blown, Cuba cigar smoke. You see the logo, don't forget it. When you see it, if you do, they can find you with a hole in your head, they can see it. I'm not playing when I speak, son, it's true fact. Fuck around if you won't, nigga, you getting whacked. My monument establishment, orchestrate corporate events. You get found missing without a cent.
Impossible to touch me. Invincible, so nobody with your fuck. Minus AU24, blood type gold. Lyric spray cruise, Bellator, knocked out cold. Need a bay view, Montego Bay backyard. Never rate these fools, cause they ain't that hard. Tell them Seco, be cool, hold the chill, that's right. Rain of shells, infidels, couldn't kill these vibes. Tell them feel this drive, this ain't 16-bit. Older beats howling at the moon, nightmare shit. Daydreams in the piff cloud, they talk about woe. Don't know their arse from their mouth, they don't want this smoke. Don't know a half from an ounce, that's a 14 split. I'm on corruption in the night, fornicate these bits. I am Mike in my interviews, I pull no punch. Opportunities arise, look at all this munch. I dedicate this to the soul gang that watch on mute. Your girl's a rainy day at best, fam, she's not that cute. Impossible to touch me. Invincible, so nobody with your
run up on the track and savage contenders like Castor Semenya. This a man at the center. Channel the animal, splash in magenta. Mac on your last, put mass in placenta. Smack on the body, she eye like she's happy. She mad for the nectar. In this domain, they place me stage and center. A rate of graceful lecture. Leave writers questioning the raison d'etre. This is my maison, Trezon, darkness. Prana, my fingers harness, enchanting them with this largesse. Came a long way from stasis by the park bench. Snakes in the grass, dressing blades, Kevlar vest. Places that Allah left, grazes with the arm fence. Gazing at the stars spent, I'm favored by the consent. Little bro got 7 years for chasing 100 bags. Saying that he loves the trap, he knows it doesn't love him back.
Impossible to touch me. Invincible, so nobody with your fuckery.
Yo Ray, yo send a stack. For a couple rats I push his melon back. A couple max with his felon lacks. I eat rappers like venom snacks. That's Tommy Lee Jones, the code means men in black. The pen is nice though. He used to write, I was ice cold. But now when I write it's like white gold. But I'm a life coach. A knife will put 5 stitches in your side ribs and slice through your night coat. I'm just high bro. I might catch you idle and shoot your Adam's apple straight through your iPhone. But that's ironic, I'm iconic like. Wait, that's short sight, myopic type. If I'm honest, I split screens like GoldenEye. My 16's like 45s. The split screen if your fortress is 45. I'm 16, organized where your organs lie.